Good morning. Got a little tip for you on how I reinforce the doors on this Woodings car. Woodings cars, Railway Canada cars, they're fairly weak bodies. I think the Woodings is the worst, but on my car, both of these cars were broken in these doorways right here where the latch strikes. And I think it's from when people are trying to get into the car. It's such a large step that they grab here, pull on this, and it's just so weak. This little box here kind of makes it strong, so it's going to be a weak point right here where it'll snap. And I've seen a lot of different pieces put in here: angle iron, aluminum, mild steel, square tubing, all sorts of things. But this is kind of a quick fix, not a lot of money. What I did was I got a 4.5-inch grinder. Actually, this was a 4-inch grinder with a 4.5-inch wheel on it. And you get a new grinding disc where you have a nice square edge on it. And that square edge will make a nice place for your metal. And what you do is you hold this in here 90 degrees and clean this up. Cut all these little bumps and fiberglass strands that stick out and straighten this up a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfectly square 90 degrees, but you want it smooth so this piece will drop in. And especially right here where this little file box is, or whatever this thing is, it's double thickness and you'll need to grind through that. It stays on there just fine when you just cut a little bit through there. And then the next tip I have is for what type of metal to use. You could use some 1-inch, 1.5-inch mild steel from the hardware store, Home Depot, whatever. Stuff's not very strong, it bends easily. Of course, aluminum's not going to be very strong at all. I've seen that used, and I'll see it bent where somebody has been grabbing, using this doorway to help pull themselves into the car. And what I recommend using is good old bed rails. I find these things at estate sales, thrift shops, people's trash. I'm always picking them up. I put them in my wife's new car and bring them home because they're just so valuable, so useful for so many things. And the reason that is, it's not that it's just steel and it's cheap or nearly free, but it's not mild steel. It's a hardened steel. If you ever take an 1/8-inch drill bit or something and try to drill through here, many times with an inexpensive drill bit, it'll dull the bit before it drills through here because it's so hard. And hard means that it doesn't flex, has strength but not weight. And so I think you could probably get the strength from this 1 1/8 by less than 1/8 thickness. You probably could get the same strength as you would as a 1/4-inch mild steel. And you wouldn't be able to find 1/4-inch mild steel in these smaller sizes of angle. So bed rails work good for a lot of things, and this is in particular is one. What I've done is after I got that set in there, I tested it a few times. I made sure I had enough room to put my gasket back on, which I did in advance. And then I used rivets like you use on race cars. They're 3/16. They have a pretty large head, about almost 3/8, and they're multi-width. They'll go either in just as happy in 3/16 depth or 3/8 depth. They compress down. You can see the back of 2 of them here. They're going through fiberglass, the latch plate in here, and they're still long enough to hold. And a whole box of 300 of them is around $10. So I just drilled through the jamb and fastened it this way because I wanted to leave enough slack for my trim to push in behind it. And then that makes the door really strong. You can easily pull on there and pull your stuff in the car. Another tip is on the back side here, you can do the same thing. You can put a piece of metal up here. If you have a bad leg like I do, or bad knees, and it's hard for you to get up the height of this car to step in, a handrail up here would be helpful. And by doing that, you could put your metal here. I wouldn't use conduit. I use some type of pipe a little heavier than that, but make a couple of standoffs that would bolt on or weld on, and a bar that's all the way across here, so you could just step up to the car, grab the bar, something to kind of pull yourself up on to get into it, because it's quite a jump over these fender wells. Anyway, I hope that's helpful. Hope give you a few ideas maybe. Thanks for watching.